B96, Jay and Julian show welcoming Katy Perry to Chicago. Welcome to the city, baby.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town representing, but you're representing California Girls on this new song.
Johnny Cupcakes?
Yeah.
Cool.
You know him? What do you know about Johnny Cupcakes?
I know him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like the Johnny Cupcakes ambassador right there.
Is it?
He makes
What's up, Boston? How you doing?
Yeah, he makes really cool t-shirts.
That's cool.
But California Girls.
Yes,
Big
sir.
single with you and Snoop Dogg.
Yes, sir.
What's the difference between a California girl and a regular girl?
You mean a Chi-Town girl?
Yeah, what, do you know about Chi-Town girl?
I know that they probably have a little bit more bite to them.
A
little more edge.
Yeah, which is
a little feisty.
Good in some situations, so they can like take control. And just, you know, of lots of situations that need to be taken control of. You know what I'm saying about. But I think what I'm talking about in this song is basically like California Girls. You always kind of want to go there. There's a couple places in America you want to go. You want to go to New York. You want to go to California. Maybe you want to come to the Windy City.
Maybe.
I mean,
if you like good food,
if
you
you
want to
like
come to Windy
food.
City?
Okay, listen. I was here yesterday, and it was like Armageddon. It was like the weather was so crazy.
Yeah, but that was on a bad day.
Okay, alright. Alright, you guys are totally living up to your name.
It's so funny.
And can I tell you the last time I was here in Chicago?
Yeah.
I saw a man jump off a building and splat to the ground.
Well, we like to keep it
Chicago's
exciting for you,
been real good to me.
Well, you could say that we definitely like to keep it spicy for you. How about that?
No, seriously, I was looking out my window and I saw this guy jump and he like just splattered on the floor. He hit a light post on the way down.
Oh man.
Yeah, and splattered on the ground, and like you know how you see a dummy just fall and like the limbs are all that way.
Sure.
Saw that. Me and my sister screamed.
But Katy, how many times can you see you've seen something like that? That's you're privileged.
True, Chicago, I'll never forget
We
you.
gave you an experience.
But anyways, California Girls. Back to that. Chicago is always leaving me with wonderful memories. California Girls, I don't know, I just think that they're down-to-earth little creatures, and maybe there's something in the water that makes us smile a little bit brighter, and, you know, I think it's, like, because we have, like, the sun at all times.
Pretty, you're all tan.
Basically, I'm bragging.
It's funny, man. Californians freak out about a little rain and stuff like that.
Right, we can't handle that.
No rain, no wind.
But I'm not talking about those Hollywood girls, by the way. No,
You're talking about California. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Like the homegrown fun girls that you want to like have around at all times because they're just down.
I get a very confectionery feel when I see your video.
Yes.
California Girls. Now, is it personal? Because I know you really like candy.
I'm actually more of a salty person. I love salt more. You know what I love? I love that kettle corn that has like a bit of like.
Oh jeez,
salt
I had that for the first time last week. Shelly gave it to us.
Yeah. Oh.
It's like sweet and salt at the same time.
I know.
So
it's
what's
amazing. And then we had like bacon chocolate when we arrived here at the airport, which is disgusting.
Wait, back in what?
Bacon chocolate.
Bacon chocolate.
Bacon infused little bits.
Oh wow.
That's gross.
That's a little strange.
For whoever invented that.
But
You're giving me weird memories.
But the whole theme of the video, you know,
it's
little candy, like right.
Yes, it's kind of like a bit of a Candyland. We call it Candyfornia because I think I always like to give twists to things. I don't want to be so literal interpretations. When you hear the song, you think, okay, I know exactly what this music's gonna be. Music video is gonna be. It's gonna be a bunch of girls frolicking on the beach, half naked. Right. And that's it.
So you want to go a different direction. Most people go here. You want to go here.
Well, I think it's still like I call it Candyfornia, and it's like California in another an alternate universe. It's in like a Candyland of sorts, and it also gives it more of a storyline and a different dimension. It doesn't make it so one-dimensional. Like the song is what it is. It's a fun, cute, sexy, I think without being trashy song. It's like a summer song. It's no pressure. People are out on vacation.
It's just that's what I got from it. Just a feel-good song.
Yeah, there's other messages on the record that have more depth to them, of course.
Sure.
But I think that when it's summertime, this type of stuff is appropriate.
You have the diversity. That's what you have.
Now here's
a twist. Great.
Here's a twist in the song. You got on the track with Snoop Dogg, and working with him. What's the one thing you'll remember about Snoop Dogg?
So high.
Well, I was gonna say that for you, but it's good that you said that.
No, I actually did not get high because I was scared. If I got high with him, I would die.
He did enough for you both.
It's on another level.
Because I always say like if it's still getting him to that level,
that means he's doing a lot.
Little old white girl gonna be fired.
Album comes out August 24th, right? Teenage Dream.
Yes.
Let's talk about that real quick. I mean, you know, most people ask you, what does it mean? I mean, there's got to be, a certain meaning.
Well, I wanted to call it Teenage Wet Dream, but
Well, I prefer that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll call it that.
Thank you. That easy. Okay, but
no, I mean, I kind of say that as a joke sometimes. Teenage Dream, the song there's a song on the record called Teenage Dream, and it's just a song about like feeling overly emotional and in love when you're a teenager. You know, the first time when you fall in love, it's like. Sometimes when you break up, you're like, I'm going to take this bottle of aspirin if you break up with me.
Yeah.
You know, it's so intense.
I've been there, yeah.
It's kind of beautiful in a way. And I want that same feeling, not the aspirin feeling, but the same feeling of, like, people hearing this record and falling in love all over again intensely. And also having it be in their teenage dreams. Like, when you see the artwork for the album cover, you want to have a poster on your wall and maybe have some teenage dreams.
How would you describe Russell Brand, in your opinion? How would you describe him as a dude?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I love the guy.
I
really do. He's my hero.
Yo, Get Him to the Greek is like the funniest movie.
But I discovered him when he was in what's that movie? We went down island Hawaii. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Love him. I know he used to be a radio DJ. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just love the fact he has that rebellious attitude, but it seems so genuine to me. There's a lot of like rebels out there that are really very fake to me.
No, he's crazy.
Right.
What's it like being with someone like that day in, day out?
Never a dull moment. Really? I mean, you know, me, like, we both are, everybody goes, oh, you guys are perfect for each other. Actually, we're crazy enough for each other.
Oh, you're very quirky, you seem.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, in a good way.
Yeah, you know, there's different things about him that is kind of like, you know, he's the yin to my yang. It just works. We're both intense people, and we both are very strong-minded people, but it's working. It's working fabulously.
How'd you guys meet? Real quick.
We met at the VMAs, the second VMAs. We met at the first one that he hosted.
Right.
And then we re-met at the second one. I had an empty water bottle in my hand, and I threw it across Radio City Music Hall about 25 feet. I was hungover, by the way, and I was just looking for someone to mess with that day. And it's really fun to go to rehearsals when you're at, like, those type of things, because everyone's there, and you're just like, there's that person,
right.
blah, blah. But we had made out the year before on camera for his film that they cut.
Okay, but you didn't have, like, a previous relationship with him? You just, you guys talked all the time?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. But I was like, where's that Russell Brand dude? You know, blah, blah. And so I took my water bottle, I threw it 25 feet, hit him straight on the head.
Was that a mating call?
Right?
That's your way of hitting on it, right?
It was basically like a modern-day Cupid bow and arrow.
He poured some Gatorade on your head.
Was the breakup with Travi, was it a rough breakup, or was he pretty...
It wasn't like something that was horrible. It was just kind of like it had run its course, you know? And, I still love everything he's doing, but of course, like, with all this other stuff, everybody asks me sometimes about that stuff, and I'm like, we only have 5 minutes! We have to talk about the future, not the past. Why would you backtrack? 2 steps forward.
Let me ask you about some stuff. I mean, I don't know if you don't want to talk about it anymore, but, you know, the whole Lady Gaga, they call it a controversy, I guess.
Yeah, they call it a controversy.
Set it up for people that don't know. Basically, you made some remarks about her video, Alejandro.
I made more of a general statement.
Right.
I just kind of said, like, blasphemy as a form of entertainment is as cheap as a comedian using a fart joke or something.
But people
like
took it as, because you tweeted it, right?
I tweeted it, yeah. I had that same kind of feeling I was saying when, like, Russell yelled out the window on the way to the Grammys to the anti-protesters that he had effed Jesus, and I was like, Russell Edward Brand, don't you ever say this stuff? I don't know, for me, like, where I come from, and in general, I think, like, people wouldn't do that for Krishna, people wouldn't do that against Buddha. It's like, I think my own convictions, and people can disagree because, like, it's one of those things, like, you're not allowed to have any opinion unless it's a ball-licking opinion, you know? And I'm such a huge fan of her, and everyone knows that, but, like, when you put that type of stuff in the same, like, sexuality and spirituality in the same bottle, and you try and mix it together and think that it's, like, entertaining, it gets interesting.
A little funky.
I don't know. I mean, she's like one of the best entertainers that's ever been born.
Yeah. Long story short, it wasn't directed to her.
It was more of like a general context.
Molecules.
I mean, I'm not backtracking or anything like that. Like, I would say the same thing about Madonna, you know, hanging on the cross and blah, blah, blah. It's my own personal, like, opinion, which I am allowed to fucking have.
Absolutely.
So,
like
we got...
And as everyone does on my stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're a sweetheart.
Thanks.
Isn't that nice?
You know what I said the other day?
She's a sweetheart. I don't know. I mean, not too many people... when that whole
Are you hitting on her?
Oh no, I'm not hitting on her. But when that whole
beat you up.
When that whole Lady Gaga thing broke, people, you know,
well, it's just
made
that
more out of
also
it.
people love the idea of like putting a cat fight together. And I'm like,
but it really is,
it's not a
exciting
cat
about
fight.
that. Yeah, it's about
I'm a big fan of Lady Gaga, but I'm a big fan of Jesus Christ too. And yeah, you can call me a hypocrite all you want, but I have my own thing going, and you should have your own thing going too.
That's what's up, man.
Let me take this out of left field, because it doesn't seem like, because I'm sure you're the type of girl that has, you have guys hitting on you all the time.
Sure.
But do you have any, maybe, I don't know, dating advice for people? I don't know.
Dating advice?
Yeah, dating advice.
For
I don't know.
you?
Well, that's a
what
whole
you're
separate
asking?
issue. Well, a whole separate issue. I go online, Katie, so I really don't have issues.
Oh, you go to Match.com.
Craigslist, Match.com.
Craigslist?
Yeah.
What kind of women are you trying to meet?
Oh, any.
You know, if you only knew.
But I don't know. I mean,
Chicago's finest escort. Do I have any dating advice?
Yeah, for gentlemen listening, you have a lot of male listeners.
I guess just be real. Don't be cheesy. And I think humor is the way to a woman's heart.
Don't be cheesy.
I love humor. That was... Oh, you're failed.
Yo, we got a new album, August 24th, Teenage Dream. Everyone loves you. We love you. It's
Thank
Katy
you,
Perry.
guys.
Thank you for coming to Chicago.
First single, California Girls, of course.